Hello everyone. In this video we will see two important morphological image processing operations. The first one is called the opening and the second one is closing. The opening and closing actually come from the fact that it is a combination of the two operations that we have already seen, namely erosion and dilation. So first one we will be discussing the operation of opening. So opening is defined using this equation. So we will be using a hollow circle to indicate the operation of opening. So if you have an image A and if you have a structuring element B, then the opening of A with the structuring element B is defined like this. So first you have to erode the image using the structuring element B, then you have to dilate the result of this erosion with the same structuring element B. So in effect this will be producing an output which is equivalent to opening an image with a structuring element. Okay, now we have just the opposite of opening, that is closing. In closing, what you are doing is I will be using a dark or a filled circle in order to indicate the operation of closing. So you have an image A and a structuring element B. So in order to close an image with a structuring element, the definition goes like this. So you take the first image, then you dilate the image using a structuring element B, then you erode the result of this dilation with the same structuring element B. These are two most widely used operations in image processing when it comes to morphological image transformation. So we will see certain examples on which these operations are applied. So here I have an object A. So this object A is part of an image. Now we will see what will happen if I do the opening and closing operation using a structuring element which has a circular shape or a disc shape. Okay, so first I am indicating the erosion operation. So the erosion operation will produce a result that look like this. So here you can see in the original object we had a connection between these two larger parts, but when you erode this image using this structuring element, then you can see that that bridge has been taken off and certain sharper edges are generated. So this is how the erosion operation actually happens. So the erosion operation is the result of taking only pixels which can contain this circle entirely inside it. So this picture can depict the operation of erosion. So this is the result of erosion. If you want to open an image, then you have to do the dilation operation after the erosion. You will be finding the dilation operation over the result of the erosion operation that we have already found. So when you do the dilation operation, this will result in a structure like this. So this is the final result. So both are the same. In this one with the dotted line we had indicated that which part comes as a result of erosion. Okay. Now we will look at what happens if you close an image. So this is the object that we had. In order to close an image, you have to find the dilated result. So when you find the dilated result, the object will be expanded or the object will have an increased in size. So this is the result of dilation, and over the result of dilation you have to apply the erosion operation. After erosion operation, this will be the result of erosion operation. If you can understand different steps that is going on here, then that is pretty well, and which will help you to understand a practical example in the next section. So in this diagram, in the text, I have taken this example from the textbook. So in this diagram we have a fingerprint which has certain noise in it which is not actually the part of a fingerprint. So I'm calling that image as A. Now I am using a structuring element of a square shape which has all the elements equal to 1. This is a 3 by 3 structuring element of square shape, and first I am doing the erosion operation of this image with this structuring element. So you can see that the portions in which this structuring element cannot be completely confined will be eliminated, and the portion in which we can completely confine that structuring element will be preserved. So this is the result of the erosion. Now if you dilate the image after that, then the original pattern or the pattern in this image will be dilated. Here certain parts has become very thin, and that will be enlarged in this position, that will be enlarged in this image. So you got the result of first eroding the image, then dilating the image. That is equivalent to opening an image. Okay. Now upon this opened image, I am applying a dilation operation again. So that means that you have opened it first, then you are dilating the image. So this portions will become bit more thicker, or certain gaps will be filled in the fourth image or in this image. Okay. So those filled part will exist there. Then if you erode this image again, then you can get rid of the thicker portions with having certain gaps has filled. Okay. So in this image, if you look at these portions, there is a break, but you cannot make out in this image because you have dilated it. Dilation means you have filled that gap already. Then you are actually making those objects looking thin by using a erosion operation. So you had the open result, then you are actually dilating that image, then you are eroding that image. So in effect, what you can see is you have a opened image, then the result of which you are closing. For closing operation, you have to first perform a dilation, then you have to perform an erosion. So that is the final result of A open with B, then close it with B again. Okay. So I hope this example is clear. Thank you.